What's up, guys? Welcome back to my channel. I hope you're having a lovely day today, and I hope it gets even better from watching this video. Today, I'm so excited about this video because I'm going to be doing this challenge also, and I'm just like so inspired and motivated and pumped. So the challenge is a 1 month long kind of self-isolation period where we're going to be hyper focused and fixated on our dream life, on our goals. So you can come out of this month feeling like transformed and like, oh my God, I got this. I can like make things happen for myself. And that just feels so empowering and amazing. And it gives you confidence. Like it's just the best feeling ever. I thought this would be a great time to do it because if you start tomorrow, you basically almost have a month, a little bit less until the holidays. So you can really focus on yourself and feel amazing and accomplished and confident and powerful. And then you can walk into the new year feeling like you got this. So yeah, I've got 10 tips and tricks to kind of have this amazing transformational month. Of course, self-isolation sounds very extreme, and I don't mean you're going to be locked in your room by yourself 24/7 for a month. No, we want a little bit of a balance, but because you are going to be focusing on yourself so much, and that will be a month of you and your goals, you of course have to make some sacrifices. Like that's just how it goes. You can't put your focus everywhere. So this is really a time where you're gonna take a few of those things and people that don't encourage you and help you a little bit on a back burner, okay? And you're gonna focus on you and feeling amazing. And of course, we'll cover all about how to do this. Don't you worry. Before we get into the video though, if you're new here, hi, I'm Nika. Welcome to my channel. I'm so happy you're here. I make videos all about self-development and I give you like actionable to-do list type tips to transform your life and just feel amazing and productive and successful and happy and just in love with life. So if that sounds like your cup of tea, please subscribe, stick around. I've got so many more videos planned. And if you want to, of course, you can check out my social media for more of like my personal life and we can keep these chats going. Okay, I need to stop doing that. Okay, let's get into these tips. I'm so excited. Step number 1, you're gonna pick a focus for this month. So this means one goal or one area of your life. Because if you choose too many things to focus on, your focus, your energy is too distributed. And what you want after this month is to feel like, oh my God, I did that. I finally started exercising, or I finally cracked how to eat healthier and make amazing recipes, or I've cracked my finances. I started saving, I created a budget, one lane, just so your full energy or as much of your energy that's available in your life can go into that. So that at the end of this month, you're like, I did that. I transformed myself in this way and I will never be the same because of it. And I showed myself that I can do it. As I've been talking, you might already know straight away, like this is what I want to focus on. If not, ask yourself, what's one change that I can realistically make in a month that would be the most meaningful to me? And then just to make it very concrete and like, yes, this is what I want to focus on, ask yourself, why is it meaningful to you? And how will it make me feel if I imagine myself at the end of this month having achieved this goal? So how will you feel? Just write all this down. If you're a super visual person, create a vision board for this month. Step number 2, don't share your goals with other people. The reason why this is important is that when you reveal your goal to someone and they acknowledge it, it tricks your mind into feeling like you've already accomplished it. You get that kick as if you've already done it. And that might be satisfying to you, and then you don't really feel the need to do it anymore, or you lose a little bit of that motivation. So just keep those goals to yourself. Obviously, if you live with a partner or if you're really, really close to your best friend and you see each other all the time, of course, you can tell them, just be mindful of this. And also imagine how amazing it will feel if you share what you've done after the month. If you see a friend that you haven't seen in a little bit and they ask you how you're doing and you're like, oh my God, I just did this 1 month and I accomplished this, this, and this. Like that feels so much more amazing because it's backed up by you already have done it, and that just feels incredible. Alrighty, step number 2, we're gonna remove distractions. So this is where like the isolation period really comes in. First, you're gonna write down a list of things that distract you, like your usual vices that you use to distract yourself to not do the things you should be doing. For example, you might like use TikTok a lot to distract yourself and procrastinate. So you can write that down. And then write a second list of people that don't make you feel very good, okay? Because this is the time for you to focus on yourself and your goals. So it's totally fine and you have the excuse, a very good one, to kind of put those people on the back burner just a little bit. Okay, you don't need to be rude about it. You don't need to create fights in your life or any kind of distress. That's not the point. But you can just write down a list of who those people are. Maybe they just don't make you feel that great about yourself. Maybe they're not very supportive. Maybe they just drain you, whatever it might be. And then, of course, it's your job to kind of limit the time you spend with them. So if that means telling them like, hey, I'm doing this challenge where for a month I'm hyper fixated on myself. Just so you know, I'm not like trying to ignore you, but that's where my focus will be. So I hope you can understand, and I can't wait to catch up when I'm done, or something along those lines. Or like, you can call me if, anything happens, and I will be there, but I just really need to focus on this. If this makes you feel like scared and like uncomfortable or guilty, I'll have my boundaries video down below because I talked all about this, and I really had to learn this. So those are the tips that helped me. So again, I'll link them down below. We're again just trying to create an amazing month for you to focus on yourself without feeling guilty, and to maybe for the first time put yourself first. And it's only a month. Your life is not going to implode if you're scared of this, and you might as well test it out, and you'll see after a month if you enjoy that or not. Okay? It might feel like a waste of time to write these lists, but it's really going to help you when you're like going through the motions of this month and you're like, oh, I'm using this as a distraction. What can I do to kind of limit myself using TikTok, for example, or whatever your vices are? The next list you're going to write is your energy drainers and then your energy accelerators. So drainers are obviously things that drain your energy, different things, different habits you do, people, anything you can think of. And then energy accelerators are things that, for example, after doing it or after spending time with them, you just feel like you've got even more energy. Like it's really just made you feel alive or passionate or excited or happy or even peaceful. It just makes you feel good. And these lists are just amazing to have in general and to keep adding to them. But it's especially going to help you this month to kind of limit when you're planning your days. Okay, how can I limit my energy drainers? Or when you're planning your day and you feel like you just need just to feel great because you've been feeling a little sluggish, pack your day with things that make you feel better. With those energy accelerators is just an amazing, like really simple exercise that can really help you with just feeling better and managing your time in a way that's like self-loving and self-caring. And that will also make you more productive. The last part of this step, you're gonna again take your journal and ask yourself, when do I get distracted? Again, you can list things. And then if I'm being honest with myself, what do I feel right before I cave into distraction? I, for example, realized for myself, if I feel overwhelmed, I start to procrastinate and distract myself. I don't do well with feeling overwhelmed. I really don't. So for me, it's like, okay, how can I limit feeling overwhelmed? How can I prevent that from happening so that I don't get overwhelmed and therefore don't distract myself and start procrastinating? So when you get that answer of what you feel right before, that is a feeling you're trying to escape by distracting yourself. It's just good to bring that to the conscious, to be aware of it, and so you can deal with it in a healthier way. And I really feel like an awareness of a problem is a problem half solved. So it's just a great step to take. We're just kind of setting ourselves up for success, so it's easier and more efficient. Step number 4, find mentors, therapists, personal trainers, nutritionists, whatever your lane is. Find people that are going to help you. Let's take exercise, for example. If you can afford it and if you can commit to it, finding a personal trainer or finding classes where you really love the person who runs the class and they really motivate you and they make you want to keep going. If you can't afford that, surround yourself online with those kinds of people. You can follow people like that on Instagram, on TikTok, on YouTube. You can listen to podcasts. You just want to surround yourself and make this your whole world for a month, as much as you can. Obviously, we all have responsibilities and things to do, but you really want to commit yourself to this lane and surround yourself with it. And that's going to help you to, first of all, learn more, because of course you're not going to know everything when you get started. And then it's also going to help you to feel motivated, passionate, and inspired to keep going. A lot of us are very impressionable and want to be a part of something. So if the people around you are exercising all the time or just living a healthy lifestyle, it usually influences you to do the same. And if you don't have that in real life, create it online. You can curate what you see and just take advantage advantage of that. Step number 5, be organized with your time. So what that means is you're going to take this lane and your like overall big goal that's achievable in this month. So you want to break it down into smaller steps and then break those down into smaller steps until you come to a daily task. So I like to break down my monthly goal into weekly goals and then my weekly goals into daily tasks. So plan your day the night before and make sure that you include tasks of this lane or of this goal that you're trying to focus on into your daily routine. So maybe that's, I'm going to try this new workout class today, and then I'm going to learn more by listening to a podcast about recovery, how to recover after a workout, for example. So that just helps you to focus on the next step instead of the whole staircase, because that can feel very overwhelming. And again, if you're someone like me, when you feel overwhelmed, you kind of want to quit, then you know that this is even more important to you. So break down those goals into weekly goals and then daily tasks. Step number 6 is actually a question that you can ask yourself all the time if you want to. You can ask yourself this when you're planning your days or breaking down your goals into smaller tasks, or when you're choosing what to prioritize in the day, for example. So the question is, what is the highest and best use of my time right now? So the first thing that pops up is usually the right answer, and then you need to go ahead and do it. So you need to honor what your psyche has just answered, okay? So again, this can just help you along this month and prioritize your tasks better. And it also helps you to feel good while doing it because you're choosing what you want to do, right? Alrighty, step number 7, we're gonna create a daily routine and stick to it. That's super simple, but it's just gonna help you to stay motivated and stay feeling good. Because again, when we feel good, we wanna do things for ourselves, we wanna be productive, we just wanna live our best lives. So step 1, when you wake up, say to yourself, today is gonna be a great day, and then get your journal or your notes app and ask yourself, why is today gonna be a great day? And then when you answer that, you have kind of like a plan for your day, or maybe what you want to focus on, your intention, and then again, you need to honor that. So today's going to be a great day. Why is today going to be a great day? I have to go on a walk to get to my workout class, and I'm going to take a nice route, and I'm going to listen to my favorite podcast to get me really inspired, and then I'm going to have a great workout. I'm going to get a coffee after, and I'm just going to have an amazing start to the day. Boom. Feeling great. Again, we're taking our lives into our own hands because we're not victims here, okay? You're creating your life. You're choosing things for yourself. The second step is a simple gratitude list at the end of the day. You can, of course, do this at the beginning of the day if you want to, but I like to do step 1 in the morning, step 2 in the evening. So again, just write at least 3 things you're grateful for and make it very specific, and don't repeat the same things every day. Like, I am grateful for my partner. I'm grateful for my apartment, I'm grateful for my dog. No. Of course you could write those things, but go into detail. I'm so grateful that my partner is so attentive. This is what he did today and it made me feel so amazing. Just go into more detail so you actually feel the gratitude, because that's the whole point. And then the last step, step number 3, is to listen to either a visualization. I listen to like a 10-minute one, so it's super quick and easy, and I can focus for 10 minutes and it's fine. I'm sure you can even find a shorter one. Or if that is not your cup of tea, because it's not for everyone, you can take that time to kind of look at your vision board and imagine this life and really feel amazing. If you have your vision board on Pinterest, for example, you can use that time to kind of go through Pinterest and pin new photos that kind of evoke those emotions in you. So it totally depends what you're into and what works for you, but dedicate yourself to one of these either in the morning or in the evening. So you've got 3 steps of this daily routine that's going to help you to feel inspired and amazing and wonderful and passionate and motivated. Again, you just want to help you to set yourself up for success every day and really make this happen and really have this transformational, amazing month. Step number 8 is another thing, kind of like a routine that you're going to add into your life to help you along the way. And I like to commit to this once a week, but it's up to you. You can do this more or less often depending on your needs. Okay. So the routine is like a life audit. Let's call it that. So after a week, you're going to be journaling. You can also do a voice recording. You can record yourself, kind of like a vlog. Whatever works for you. So you're gonna imagine like you're a business and every week you have a meeting with your team. So this is how our product performed in the last week. This is what didn't work. This is what worked. What do we need to do moving forward to make this the best and the most successful week yet? What tasks do we need to do? What do we need to focus on more? What do we need to change? So imagine this is like a meeting with yourself and you just write it all down. You're just kind of looking at what works, what doesn't, and you're making a more informed plan for the upcoming week. So you're kind of altering things that aren't working so well. And listen to me carefully, because this is not a time when we make excuses and justify quitting, okay? If you have like an actual accountability partner, you can actually like schedule a meeting with each other and just go over these things together. And you can help each other brainstorm, like, this is what you can do. Have you thought of trying this out? You know, step number 9, and I feel like I've been talking about this so much in the last few videos, but switch up your environment to influence you in a positive way. Because as you know, if your room is like a disaster, then you're usually a bit of a mess as well. Like your environment can really influence the way you feel. So again, if you want to focus on exercising and you don't want to go to classes or anything, you want to do it at home, this can be like, I'm going to transform my basement or my like extra room that I have in my house that I don't really use, and I'm going to make it a super inspiring place. I'm going to have a yoga mat out. I'm going to have, you know, my workout clothes all set up nicely, and you don't need to go all out and buy all these new things and have like a home renovation, you know, just make it like easy and something that inspires you. You can print things that motivate you. You can have nice lighting, a speaker in there, whatever you want to do, you know, it depends on the lane, but just find a way to make your environment something that's motivating, inspiring. Again, it doesn't have to be in your home. You can go elsewhere. Whatever floats your boat. The last step, step number 10, set milestones and celebrate them. So we've already hopefully set some milestones with the goals that you want to achieve in this month in this one specific lane, and don't overwhelm yourself. Really choose things that again are going to make the biggest difference in a month and are like achievable in that time frame. And then create a system where you can track these goals. You can use Notion, you can create a system in your journal, you can go on Pinterest to find some ideas, but it really helps to track things, to feel super accomplished when you like tick it off. It really gives you motivation to keep going. So I highly recommend doing that. If you need awards, give yourself awards. Like after a week of doing this, I'm gonna do this one thing that I really love. I'm gonna go buy flowers for myself, go to my favorite cafe and just have a relaxing time. Like it doesn't have to be materialistic or something huge, just like a little something that makes you feel really good and makes you want to keep going. But I do recommend giving yourself kind of like a bigger award after this whole month is up if you achieve it. So if you're doing, again, exercising, your award can be something that you want, obviously, but just an example, like I'm gonna buy myself an amazing workout set that I've been wanting for so long because I'm gonna feel like I deserve it after, and it's gonna be so satisfying, and it's gonna want me to keep going even after this month is up, for example. Or if your lane was like, I've never eaten healthy and I wanna commit myself to eating healthier, trying new recipes, and just finding ways to make healthy eating exciting. And let's say you've, tried different recipes, you've really committed yourself, you've accomplished your goals. So an award here can be that after this month, I'm gonna take myself out to this amazing restaurant that I've been wanting to try for so long, but it's a little expensive. So maybe you can like save up a little bit throughout the month to be able to do it, and it's gonna be like an amazing award. Or if you love hosting, you can host a dinner party with your friends. You can make like a nice theme, and then you can make these meals for your friends, or you can make them together, and you kind of share your success and the things you've been doing the last month with the people you love, which always feels amazing. Alrighty guys, those were all of my 10 steps to have like a self-isolation, hyper-focused month where you can really make your goals come true and just show to yourself that you can do it, and start the new year feeling transformed and super motivated and inspired and empowered, because that just feels amazing, and why wouldn't you want that? If you like this video, make sure to subscribe and stick around. Check out my social media again. I think the next 2 videos are like a reset and then a plan for the new year. So those are going to be kind of more vlog style videos, but I'm also going to share some tips on how to do that, and you can follow along if that's something you're into. So yeah, make sure to stick around, and I will see you guys in my next video.